Gerber Injury Law wants you to get around the valley safely, and the Air Forestry wants you to be safe. So last week, Tiffany Davila stopped by the show to talk fire safety. Well, we've been seeing a lot of big fires happening this last couple of weeks, and Tiffany's here from the Arizona State Department of Fire Management. And again, these fires that we're seeing are on state land, and they're kind of started with a little carelessness. Am I right?
We're seeing fires start on all jurisdictions, so state, federal, tribal. In fact, San Carlos has a fire burning outside of their community. It's about 30,000+ acres. So there's no jurisdiction that's been untouched this year. We are seeing a lot of fire starts from people working outdoors, and this is just particularly on state land. We're seeing a lot of people start fires from welding, using a torch, some kind of equipment use, escaped debris barrels. We had somebody start a fire down south, target shooting on state lands, and target shooting is not allowed on state lands at any time of the year. So it's definitely one of those things. While some of these fires might not be intentionally set, they are most certainly preventable.
Yeah, and I don't think people realize, okay, so I'm over on state land, I'm kind of far away, I see the houses that are maybe 5-10 miles away, nothing to worry about. If something happens, it'll be put out by itself and they walk away, which isn't true because this sweeps through because our dry right now out there.
We are so dry. We haven't had moisture in obviously quite a few months now. Our fires are burning very hot, very fast. They're showing erratic fire behavior. So things like, using a very large air tanker or a DC-10 that drops the retardant to slow the fire's burning right through that. So it's making containment a challenge for firefighters. Yeah. So people have to understand that, we appreciate their efforts if they're working outdoors and they have the bucket of water or the hose next, nearby so that they can put out the fire. We're past that point right now. A fire starts, it's going to spread very rapidly and it's going to move very fast.
Yeah. So what are some things that we should do to prevent this if we're out there working?
So some of the things people can do, if you're going to work outside, if you're going to be burning in a barrel or burning off your vegetation, number one, always check the weather. Avoid burning on windy days. We've had a lot of windy days. We've had a lot of red flag days. So that's number one. Number two, if you need to use some type of equipment that may throw sparks, use a spark arrestor for one. And then also try and get all of that activity done early morning hours or later in the afternoon towards the early evening when temperatures are a little bit cooler. And just be vigilant, stay alert, and be prepared.
Yeah, and I know one thing that you really want to make a point to, and those people flying the drones trying to get those shots, don't do that because that stops you from getting out there with those tankers, and even your firefighters have to kind of like wait for someone to clear those drones.
Absolutely. We always say that, no picture or video is worth somebody's life. If we have drone in our airspace, we have to ground all of our aircraft and all of our suppression efforts stops. It's a safety risk for the people on the ground, the aircraft, and the public as well. If we have to stop suppression efforts, that means the fire could keep moving, it could keep spreading, it could do damage, it could seriously injure somebody. So please don't, it's not worth the risk. And like we say, if you fly, we can't.
Yeah, and they always want you to go to the different websites and check out for the red flags that even mention about not working outside and being out there because things are dry. So Tiffany, thank you very much.
Thank you, I appreciate it.